Mogul life. Mogul life. Had to come out of the struggle. Now I be dodging the trouble. I don't be making it rain, though I came up from the puddle. I be investing in things, making my little money double.
Peace, kings and queens. Welcome back to the Mogul Coaching Program with your coach, Ramel, Young Mogul New World's 26-year-old business professional, entrepreneur, and credit expert. In this lecture, I'm going to go through 7 misunderstood ideas about credit. Because I receive a ton of questions on Instagram. You know, people hit me up in my DM and ask me, hey, King, hey, I have this situation going on. How do I fix it? So I started to see, all right, I'm just going to put together a video and really dive into different ideas about credit. And hopefully I can answer some questions for you guys. Now, the first one is all 3 credit bureaus give you the same score. That is incorrect. All 3 credit bureaus do not give you the same score. It may happen in some cases, but in each credit bureau, they have different information. Not all of your information is reported to every bureau. You know, TransUnion may have a Verizon bill on it, but Equifax may not. So you'll have 2 different scores, which is why you want to make sure that you focus on getting your FICO score. So get rid of the highest, get rid of the lowest, and the middle score is the score that you want to focus on. But I'm here to clear up the idea and the misunderstanding that all 3 credit bureaus have the same score. This is false. Becoming a cosigner. Now, I am not a huge fan of cosigning. I'm only a fan of cosigning if it makes sense for the cosigner. But a lot of people ask me, hey, if I cosign on this loan, am I liable for it? Yes. You are liable. Once you cosign, if the primary borrower defaults on that loan, you will be responsible. You need to be prepared to have the creditors call your phone, and they will be sending you out letters in the mail. So before you cosign anyone, you want to make sure that it's a win for you. You know, I had a cosigner when I first started out, but the business decision was very, very lucrative. And the collateral in the deal was the property. So if I did default on any loan, the cosigner will be able to get the property that I had. So I put out a lot of risk in order to get a cosigner. So I just want everyone to know that there's big risks in getting cosigners, and if you are a cosigner, you will be held liable for whatever debt that the primary borrower defaults on. Number 3, checking your credit hurts your score. No, it doesn't. I recommend credit monitoring systems. Credit Check Total is a really good one. Privacy Guard is a really good one. CapitalWise, Experian Credit Tracker. These are all credit monitoring systems that I utilize. I spend about $100 a month on credit monitoring systems so that anytime there's anything ran on my credit, it notifies me. I can get my credit reports at any moment. Any day, I do not have to wait. I usually check every 30 days. But when I go to the bank or I go to lenders, I pull my credit reports from the monitoring systems and show them, like, hey, this is my credit reports, this is my score, do not run my credit. Because every time you get a hard inquiry on your credit, it drops your score. So you want to invest in credit monitoring systems so that you can check your own credit and be able to provide it to lenders and creditors and banks so that they won't have to go and run your credit right away. So to answer that, no, checking your credit does not hurt your score. It's a soft inquiry. Number 4, balance transfers. A lot of people ask me, are balance transfers a good idea? Well, it depends on what you're doing with it. A balance transfer will be good in the instance where you have one card and it's a high interest rate and you're going to transfer it over to another card with no interest. You know, a lot of times cards have a 0% introductory rate where it's no interest for the first 12 months. So if you're able to transfer the debt over to the card with no interest for 12 months and you're going to pay it off, yes, it's a win. But do not transfer money over, transfer balances over and be in continuous debt. Because now you're getting new credit, which hurts your score, and you're going to put yourself in more debt. So make sure that you're being responsible when you're making these balance transfers and that it makes sense so that you can save yourself time and money. Number 5, paying collection agencies. This is a big no-no. I am not a fan of paying collection agencies. Whenever you receive a call from a collection agency, do not identify yourself. Because guess what? Your contract was between you and the original company. So Verizon, let's say Verizon, you had a phone bill with them, right? And you stopped paying. Verizon charges off your account and they sell off your debt to collection agencies for pennies on a dollar. So, for example, let's say you owed $100 on your Verizon bill and you do not pay it back. The collection agency is gonna pay maybe $10 for your $100 debt. And once they pay $10 for your debt, and it's a charge off for Verizon, they get to write it off at the end of the year, the collection company now calls you and harasses you and get your $100 when they just made $90 off of you. So your debt is not with the collection agency. Your agreement is not with the collection company. It's with the primary company. So you want to solve that with them. Do not run away from your debt, but you want to solve that with them. But if it does get to that point, you want to make sure that you get a deletion letter. You know, a lot of times you have the statute of limitations. So you don't want to make any payments and then have it to reoccur on your credit, and that can help actually bring down your score. So it's very important for us to be mindful and understand how we go about handling collection agencies and the collection accounts, because it's very delicate, very, very delicate. Number 6, credit utilization. Now, a lot of people ask me, hey, if I use up all my credit utilization, is that gonna hurt my score? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If you use up all your credit, the financial institutions are gonna think, what are you going through? However, the credit bureaus, or credit companies, they report every 30 days. So you're able to utilize your entire available credit, but pay it back before the due date. If you pay it back before it reports to the bureaus, you're safe. But if you let it report to the bureaus, that's when you're screwed. So I would definitely say be strategic in how you're leveraging your credit and making sure that you're paying it off in the right way. The last one is closing off accounts. This is something that we should not do. As I stated in my earlier lectures, you want to keep your accounts open and have built a large average age of credit history. So if you paid an account, do not close, just keep it open, okay? These are 7 misunderstood ideas about credit that I just wanted to break down for you, because I get a lot of questions about this, and credit is important. Credit saved my life. Credit has put me in a position to be able to purchase $1 million properties, you know, build a system and have employees, and, you know, be able to really teach and give out information. So it's important for us to apply these things, okay? I'm out. I hope you got all the value that you can, and stay tuned and make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Mogul life, mogul life, yeah, mogul life.